Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitchin',
episode 166.
3 plus 3 plus 30 plus 15 plus 15 plus 50 plus 20 plus 2 plus 3 plus 25.
I don't have too much confidence in that.
Ooh.
No, you took a giant leap with 50, and I think that threw you off.
No, it's right. Cuz math. Episode 1, that's 166, cuz math. That is correct.
All right, well, welcome back anyway.
Hello.
In spite of that.
In spite of my terrible math skills. That's why this is not a channel about math. It's a channel about cross stitch.
Yeah, it's a good thing, huh?
Yeah, it's just called counting cross stitch, no big deal.
Yeah.
No numbers involved at all. Hello, people.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Special hello to any of our new subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you for stopping in and spending a little time with us. We have had a pretty good week.
Yeah.
All said and done. Nothing too exciting around here. And
I mean, we've had exciting things happen, but we'll talk about it later.
Pardon me, didn't mean to.
We'll talk about our excitement later. Don't worry.
we had a few enjoyable moments.
We did.
Nothing earth-shattering, nothing life and death, nothing like that.
No.
So we hope you've had a good week and that you enjoy everything we have to show you.
I will start the program by saying that this is probably going to be a long one. Yeah,
it's going to be on the longish side. Just looking around us at our various items that we thought we would share with you this week. It may be on the long side. So
that I just wanted.
Just
by this point, you know how long it is already.
Right. So there you go. One of the things that's kind of been ongoing this summer and will continue into the fall probably. Who knows how long. And I've been doing probably something that a lot of you have been doing is taking advantage of the extra time you have at home. If you have extra time at home. If you have children at home that you are trying to get educated, you probably are not in this category.
Bless.
But in any event, as most of you know, I
do not have young children.
I do not have young children or grandchildren. But anyway,
you have children.
I've been in this house 21 years to kind of steer this conversation away, and there's a lot of stuff in it. Okay.
Yep.
So I took it upon myself to kind of dig around in some, hidey holes. And
hidey holes? Couldn't think of something better than hidey holes. Okay.
And just you have to be in a certain mood, I think. A certain frame of mind to decide that this just needs to go, right? So we thought, is this what we're going to start with?
What do the notes say, Pam?
The notes say we do.
You have the stuff over there?
Looks like it. I started with some things in my personal area, the bedroom and
the master bedroom and bathroom
and bathroom and closet. Kind of like stuff that for some strange reason I felt needed to be close to me when I slept.
Right.
I do not know. I do not know where that thinking came from. Clearly, I was deranged.
Right.
But we came up with a few things that we said, let's show this on the video.
Yeah, people will like this.
Right. So one of the first things, I think, what did we say last week about acorns and threads? Was it last week?
Well, I don't think it was last week, first of all, but it was when I stitched that ornament from Birds of a Feather. And the freebie came from the newsletter.
So we talked about the old Acorns and Threads newsletter that I had kicking around that had a small chart of a Birds of a Feather ornament that Stephanie stitched. So here's something that probably...
Okay, I need to see this. Just keep talking.
...was dated from that visit. Okay? So, do you remember punch cards? Frequent flyer cards. if you filled up your punch card, you got something, right?
Some shops still have these, I bet.
I don't know. I don't know. But lo and behold, and I don't know that I'll keep this. It'll be up to Stephanie whether she wants to keep it. It's taking up so much room.
Yeah, it's very large.
But this is my punch card from Acorns and Threads.
From your one trip there, right?
From my one trip.
So that's $95. That's what I was just counting.
Oh, that was probably true. Yeah. I probably could lay out $95.
Because it's $5 per punch. And that's what I didn't know was how much.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, there's a 5 for every punch. Yep. So I didn't know if there was
for every completed key tag, that's what they call these key tags, you received $15 in merchandise.
Free. $15 off.
So I didn't manage to fill the whole card.
Because we don't live in Oregon.
Something tells me Janine doesn't have these
more than
at Acorns and Threads anymore. This is from probably the prior owner.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, so that's kind of a cross-stitch museum item.
Right. We're not keeping this, by the way.
And then, you know, if you have children...
And it must, underlined, be presented at time of purchase.
Oh, okay.
And it's no punches for sale items, classes, lamps, or finishing. Key tag must be presented. And it says, a counted cross-stitch establishment.
Right, right.
So for those of you that live in the greater Portland area or who have Acorns and Threads as your LNS...
Right.
This was when it was at 4475 Southwest Skulls Ferry Road, Suite 158. I don't know if it's still there.
I don't know if that's the same location. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess Stephanie will check.
Yes.
Any event, if you have children, I'm sure that you save things that your kids
Same phone number.
Okay. Same phone number.
Same phone number. Yep.
So, same location, same phone number.
Yep.
That your kids made or cards they sent to you, or the best yet, the ones that they made for you. So, of course, wouldn't you know, this is a booklet. Did we determine the year? 1997. So you were 10.
No, I was 9.
Oh, it's right before your 10th birthday.
Yeah, because I wrote this at the end of the
May
year.
of your 10th year.
Right.
So look at this. I love you, Mom.
And you can't really see it, but right here I wrote, you're the best.
Yeah, of course, because I am.
Right.
And we're not going to go through every page because clearly this was not your handwriting.
No, that was
too fancy. It was probably the teacher did that part.
Yes, I think they did that for everyone.
To my mother, the Here I Am book with love from...
I didn't even sign it.
You didn't put your name in
so
there.
Rude.
Mother's Day, May 11th, 1997.
Right.
And to my mom with love, the joy that you give to others is the joy that comes back to you. You know, all the things. Okay. All those maxims. But this is the important page.
So each page had a prompt.
Yeah.
And then we would fill out the answers.
So, you know, my favorite this, my favorite that, because,
Can I show it?
Here I am. So Stephanie's going to highlight
the good ones, you know?
The pertinent page.
So this one says, what I like to do.
Okay, are you ready?
Number 1.
She's not 10 yet.
Number 1, play soccer. Never was I ever on a soccer team. Never.
I think she just made it up.
I played basketball. I was on the bowling team in high school. I also was in the marching band. Never did I ever play soccer.
She just made that up. She's 9 years old.
Pulled it out of my butt.
Yeah, pulled it right out of her butt.
Cook with Mom. Also, that's a microwave.
How do you like that?
Cool. And I'm 9, so Dad was the one who was at home with us at this point. So I didn't even put cook with Dad. Because you worked, right?
Right.
I mean, I know that.
Did we have a microwave?
I don't think so.
Before we got divorced?
I don't think so. I don't know what I thought this...
This whole page might be fiction.
Right.
Until...
Cross-stitch.
Look at that.
So... all my stitches are going in the right direction, so that's a plus. They're leaning a little bit, but also note that I spelled the word stitch incorrectly.
She's 9, folks. Cut her some slack. She's 9.
I'm not cutting myself any slack.
She was actually a terrible speller.
Thanks, Pam.
No, her brother was a great speller.
And I was just absolutely
And you were horrendous.
Oh, that's really great.
But fortunately, in this school district... They didn't detract for bad spelling.
Oh,
they wanted you to just...
They didn't hold me back for that. Then.
No. And it bothered me more than it did the school.
Oh, that I couldn't spell?
Right.
Well, that's why...
But
I don't know.
needless to say,
I grew up in the right generation with autocorrect then.
Yeah, right.
And then the next page, I just think this is funny. My favorite pet. Now, this says furball, and then it says my next pet, because I did not have any pets growing up.
So again, she made it up.
So, she's a lying liar. That's what I am. So you know how I was bad at spelling?
Yeah.
You know what else I was really bad at?
What?
Drawing.
Yeah. 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 Look at
what is that?
It looks like a rat.
It looks like a meerkat. I don't even know.
But there she was talking about cross stitch, and she's not even 10.
And I'm not even 10. And then I put my best. It says my best friends.
Oh yeah.
And then I put my mom.
And check the hair, folks.
I mean, so cute.
I know.
And then my then on the last page it says, "Here I am," and then a picture of me, and I wrote Stephanie Claire Schaffner with my really fancy C that almost looks like an E. Also, where are my hands and where are my feet? I have questions. This is never getting thrown away. This is going in the Pam Steph Museum.
Really?
Actually.
Really.
So, you're welcome for that.
And then I think this is the third item, and
yes.
I wish I had the complete story with this, and I hope to get it. But we received this card last Thanksgiving from my 2 out of 4 years college roommate. Mm-hmm. Okay? And
where does she live now?
She lives in Phoenix.
Arizona.
Phoenix,
Scottsdale,
Arizona.
technically.
Yes, Scottsdale. Anyway, but look at this beautiful card. And she sent this because when we were in college together, she was from Prairie Village, Kansas, outside of Kansas City. And we were in college in Boston, as most of you know. So for her to go home for Thanksgiving was kind of a waste because she'd be going home less than a month later for Christmas, right?
Yeah, right.
So she always came up to Maine and spent Thanksgiving with my family and got to know my siblings and my folks and everything like that.
Isn't that sweet?
It was very nice.
I bet.
So she sent this because she said at Thanksgiving she always thinks of me and my family, which is lovely. And I have messaged her with the question because she signed it a Mayflower descendant. And look at this card. So isn't that cool?
That's super cool.
And I never have asked her, and I've asked her now, and I haven't gotten...
Like, look at the people on the boat, though.
Yep.
Like, there's even people.
Yep.
This is so cool. And then it says... Plymouth Rock, 1620, the Mayflower. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. And she doesn't get on... I sent her an Instagram message to ask her, who she descends from. And she hasn't gotten back to me yet. She doesn't get on Instagram as much as I do. So...
that's cute. You're a Mayflower descendant. That's
so
cute.
It will be interesting to find out who she's descended from. But I thought in light of all the Mayflower talk that is going on right now...
And all of you Stitchin coming to America.
Right, that I would show that. So...
Yes.
Those were a few things that I came across in my digging around my hidey holes.
Okay, so, next line item is, we talked about our week and what we did this week. Yeah. And I did partake in Friend Stitch. For those of you who have no idea what Friend Stitch is, it is was, I guess, whatever. Okay. So for me, it was, a virtual retreat, virtual day-long retreat that was hosted by Heart and Hand, and Bend Creek. It was co-hosted by the two of them, and it was held virtually on Zoom this past Saturday. So Friend Stitch is over now at this point, and so it was absolutely fantastic. I literally could not say a negative word about it at all. Because if I did, I'd be lying. But I'm very aware that there is a second session that is happening in October. Now, for anyone who's not signed up, signups are closed for the October event. But I do want to share with our audience what was inside the Friend Stitch box. So all the participants were mailed a beautiful, huge box full of goodies that we were to not open until Saturday morning with everyone on Zoom. And so I want to be able to share that with our audience, but I don't want to spoil that for anybody else. So for anyone that doesn't want to be spoiled, right? So because if I was them, I would be upset if someone just started showing stuff and I had no idea.
Right.
So what I decided that we're going to do, and I don't know if you read through the whole notes to see this, but...
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so we're going to go through our entire video, even do plans.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to talk about Friend Stitch. So that way, if you want to watch our video, but you don't want to be spoiled for Friend Stitch, then you can just duck out after plans.
Good idea.
We'll say goodbye to you all, and then I will show you all the goodies inside my Friend Stitch box.
Right. We don't want to spoil it for the people that are going to do the same thing. It's going to be a exactly same event in October.
Correct.
And we don't want to spoil it for those folks.
Correct.
But for those people who don't know anything about it and are really curious about...
They want to see what cool stuff we got.
You know, and more about Friend Stitch.
Yeah. I'll talk about that at the end of the show.
I was lurking. We did not pay for both of us.
Right.
We just paid for Steph. But
she sat next to me when I opened the box.
I sat next to her when she opened her box, and then I went over to my recliner and stitched and listened.
Yeah.
So I more or less had
I mean, I wasn't going to hide in my room.
The audio of it, and we got one box. We paid for one box of designs.
Right.
So
but we'll talk all about that stuff at the end. Okay.
Right. And you want to now talk about kind of holiday finishing at Keepsakes.
So,
which is not our shop, by the way. We've had that question.
Right. So if there's something, okay, so for anyone that's new here, and apologies to anyone who's not new here.
Yeah, we've heard this before.
Yeah. So me, personally, I am an employee of our local needlework shop. We do not own it. It is not our shop. My boss, the owner, her name is Barbara Hills. I work for her. But I understand and am very cognizant of the fact that a lot of our customers are both local and not so local, are viewers of Just Keep Stitchin. Thank you so much. And so if there is something that's happening at Keepsakes, which is our local needlework shop, then I share it with our audience and just make sure everyone's on the same page.
But it's not our business.
No. Nope. I know that throughout the year, and we will show definitely at the end of this year, the amazing finishing work of the finishing team at Keepsakes. So, we have 3 finishers at Keepsakes. We have Barbara, Jan, and Denise. They are all wonderful. They all have their own talents, and it's a great team. Holidays can be busy and crazy and hectic, and we are very well aware of all the stitching that all of you have been doing at home this year particularly.
Right? Yeah.
So, if you are interested in having the Keepsakes finishing team fully finish your item for you. So whether you want a Christmas ornament, you want a flat fold for a present, you want a Christmas banner, you want anything that you want for Christmas or the holiday season, I should say. We want to make sure that you get it in time to gift it, or to decorate your home with it for the season. So here are some deadlines. So if you are someone who is considering sending your items to Keepsakes, you need to know that Jan Calvert, you've heard us talk about her. We'll talk about her later too. She does anything that requires a sewing machine that is smaller. So Christmas ornaments, she does soft finishing.
Right.
She does Christmas ornaments, she does little stockings, she does drums, not big stockings, but like the little Blackbird design ones. She does drums, she does stand-ups, anything that requires a sewing machine or needle and thread to be completed, she does those. Her deadline for guaranteed Christmas delivery is October 1st.
Right.
It is very much earlier than last year. She is expecting a new grandbaby here soon, and so she doesn't want to be behind on getting your finishing to you. So, October 1st. And then the rest of the finishers at Keepsakes, November 15th is the latest that you can get it to us to have it in time for Christmas. For Christmas delivery, which is the 25th of December. If you need it before then I suggest you get it to Keepsakes as soon as possible.
Right.
So, and just a quick rundown, Barbara does all of the hard finishing. So any mounting that you need done, like, you know, you want it mounted on a box or whatever, flat folds, any hard finishing, things that don't require a sewing machine, hard finished ornaments, the like.
Yeah, I think you said stand-ups when you were talking about Jan, but stand-ups would typically be...
Jan.
Stand-ups?
Mm-hmm. Flat folds are Barbara.
Oh, okay.
Stand-ups,
okay.
like a Liberty Sam.
Sorry.
Yep, totally fine.
Okay.
But flat folds are the things that are like easels.
Gotcha.
That is what Barbara does.
Okay.
So anything that doesn't require a sewing machine, Barbara does that.
Yeah.
And then Denise, she does any of the larger sewing machine required items. The soft finishing items. So larger pillows, the large stockings, wall hangings, that kind of large thing. Right. So if you have any questions, call Keepsakes. We are happy to walk you through the process. All the contact information for Keepsakes is below.
Yep.
And so I just wanted you guys to have those dates just so you can put them in your calendar if you needed them.
Absolutely. All right. Ironically enough, last week I believe we showed some Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month fabrics that we have been getting through Crazy Annie Stitchin. Mm-hmm. And maybe prompted by that, Annie contacted us during the past week with an update of her plans for 2021.
Yes.
And she is making a substantial change. So we wanted to alert you to the Fabric of the Month Club that we are going to be promoting for 2021 through Crazy Annie. Mm-hmm. And that is not going to be Picture This Plus. No. So this is the very latest, and all the pertinent links will be put in the description box below. But we are going to be getting fabric from Color and Cotton. And it will work similarly to our...
It will be exactly the same.
Okay. It'll be exactly the same as what we specified in terms of whether we want a color or a neutral, whether we want a linen, a Lugana, or a Jobelin, and what count. And anybody who joins...
So it's just linen, Lugana, and Ada.
Oh, okay. No Jobelin. Okay.
Correct.
So that's a heads up for any of you who are thinking of adding on the Fabric of the Month Club through Crazy Annie Stitching. And she has sent us all the pertinent information as well as links. And that club fills up very quickly. So Steph will put all the information in the box.
I'm going to tell them the information.
Then go for it.
So, just more or less to save characters, and then we'll remind you guys of this. So, it will work exactly the same way as the Picture This Plus Club did this year and last year. It's just going to be Color and Cotton fabric instead of Picture This Plus. So, so that is important to know. Also, if you are like us and you are already in the Fabric of the Month Club directly from Color and Cotton,
right?
Then you're like, why would I need to sign up for Crazy Annie? Well, you need to because the colors won't overlap.
Right.
So there's no overlapping at all that's going to happen. So that's exciting.
If you are in love with Color and Cotton like we are, the more Color and Cotton fabric, the better. So
yes, very excited.
Yeah.
All right. So sign-ups for the club will begin October 1st. I have Annie's notes. That's why I'm looking down. So, and so she said signups will start on October 1st if all things go according to plan. Okay, so the announcement, the link to sign up for the club, like directly to sign up, will be in our videos. It will, until it's full, start after October 1st.
Right.
I highly recommend that you join Crazy Annie's Crazy Stitchers Facebook group if you are not in it already,
right.
Because she'll post the link there, and so on October 1st, you don't have to worry about finding a link through us. There's no like special discount or gift through Pam Steph like there may have been in years past.
Right.
Okay. So, sorry, I just want to make sure. Sign-ups will be from October 1st to October 15th or until it fills up. Last year, the club filled up in 2 days.
2 days.
So, okay. You can also sign up for Crazy Annie's newsletter. The link will also, for the club sign-up, will be in that newsletter, too. Okay. Here's what she's going to be offering. 14, 16, 18, and 20 count Ada. 28 and 32 count Lugana, and 28, 32, 36, and 40 count linen.
There you go. Okay.
They're all Zweigart-based fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
And the cuts that you can get are a fat quarter, which is a quarter yard, a half yard, or a full yard.
There you go.
All the price breakdowns will be on the link when you sign up. Once the club fills up, they will keep a wait list. So if you happen to miss it for whatever reason, you can put your name on the wait list. In years past, including this year, there have been Facebook groups specific for that Fabric of the Month Club members. We're not going to be doing that in 2021.
Yeah.
Okay. So, some questions that I had... and Annie was so gracious enough to answer, were ones that I think that you all probably have too. So my question was, how many pieces can we get? And you can get as many as you want. So typically, we're 2 stitchers, so we get 2 pieces. So more than likely, how it's going to go is Pam is going to get 32 count Lugana. I'm going to get 40 count linen.
Right.
And we're probably both going to get a fat quarter. That's typically what we get. So you can get as crazy as just a fat quarter of 28 count linen and call it a day.
Right.
Or you can get 6 different pieces of fabric.
Right.
Whatever. Make a cornucopia.
As little or as much as you want.
Correct. How they account for when is the club full is when all of the pieces are accounted for.
Right.
So she's given a certain number of cuts of fabric per group, and then whatever, you know what I'm saying. Okay. So what she said was, so if a person wants 32 count linen, 16 count Ada, and 40 count linen, they can get all 3. No limit. Okay. And Annie says to please stress in our video that once you sign up, you cannot make any changes throughout the year.
Right.
So really think about what you really love to stitch on. Because once you sign up for 40 count linen,
that's what you're going to
That's what you're going to get. Like this club. So if you're somebody who's like, I've always wanted to try 40 count linen, I don't suggest signing up for the club.
Don't commit to that if you're just experimenting.
Correct.
Right?
Get your favorite linen or Ada.
Right.
Right. Okay. Okay. Let's see. And okay. There also is going to be, and the same thing was like this with Picture This Plus, is you have a color or neutral option. So you can, again, pick as many pieces of fabric and pick color or neutral as much as you want. So
and that stays the same the whole year.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you go to sign up and you put all your contact information in, what are you going to be choosing? You're going to be choosing the count and fabric type that you want, right? So I will go in, fill out my information. I will put 40 count linen and then 32 count Lugano for Pam. Okay. Then the next choice, it will say, do you want color or neutral? And then pick whichever one you want for both counts of fabric, and then you're good to go.
Right.
And you're locked into that for the full year once you hit go.
Right.
Okay. So there will be both the color and neutral option, just like they have now. There you go. So I know that's a lot of information. I will put in the description box links to Crazy Annie Stitchin's Facebook group. I will put a email, Annie's email address as well. And then after October 1st, I will also put a link to the signups for the club.
There you go.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
Angela's fabric is just absolutely fantastic. Yeah. You guys know that. So, so very excited about that. We hope you guys join us.
Absolutely. Okay. Time to do the hashtag?
Oh, you called it a hashtag, not a hashtag.
I did.
Yes, I think so.
All right. We have a Stitch Harmony hashtag shout out.
So Stitch Harmony.
And Stephanie will explain the hashtag?
Yeah, the first half of it, and then you read the comment, and then I explain the second half. This is how this works.
Okay.
So, Stitch Harmony is our attempt at connecting stitchers together. So, we've been doing this since episode 134, I do believe. And so it is basically where you comment on our video, you use the hashtag Stitch Harmony. If you are someone... Whoops. It's okay.
We're fine.
It's fine. The power's not going to go out. It's just there's a glare on this glass if we turn the overhead on.
Right.
I might be able to rotate the bulb after we're done recording.
Okay. Well, that's later.
Right. Anyway. Okay. So, where was I before the world went dark?
Stitch Harmony.
Thank you. So, if you are someone who lives with no other stitchy friends nearby,
right,
and you would love to find a stitchy friend, we would love to help you find one.
Right.
And so we pick one every week from our previous video that uses the hashtag, and then we share it on this channel, and then hopefully we find you a friend.
There you go.
Okay, so
nice.
So who is this week's Stitch Harmony?
This week it comes from Angela Haynes. Hi, Angela.
Hello, Angela.
And she wrote hashtag Stitch Harmony. I am from Tecumseh, Oklahoma. So hello, Tecumseh. And around here sometimes we say Tecumseh. So
no, we don't. I do not say that.
You don't? I've heard people
I
say
most definitely do not.
All right, so we're going to say Tecumseh, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And that's where she is. And she says, I do not have any needle workshops close by. I would like to meet and greet someone in my area who shares my interest in cross stitch. And her name is Angela Haynes. Angela, this is how this is going to work.
Yes. So, if you are somebody who is A, not Angela, but B, who lives in around nearby within driving distance of Tecumseh, Oklahoma, then what we need you to do is we need you to comment on this video and say, hi, Angela, my name is... insert name here. And I live in and around nearby within driving distance of Tecumseh, Oklahoma.
Right.
And I want to be your stitchy friend.
Right.
So if you maybe are also looking for a stitchy friend, you have an established stitchy group that Angela can join, then, oh my gosh, let's go. Okay?
Right.
So then, Miss Angela, it is up to you to go back on this video and read through the comments and see if anyone has commented and wants to reach out to you. And then, beautiful friendships form from there.
That's right.
So, Tecumseh Stitchers Unite, Let's go.
Okay, let's hope that...
Where'd you just put that?
Right here.
Can I see it, please?
Yep.
I don't know how to spell Tecumseh, and I need to make sure I do it correctly. A minute.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do Angela wrong.
So if you want to take a chance on hopefully finding someone to...
a stitching friend.
Talk to about stitching, get together and stitch.
That lives local to you.
Right.
Then comment on this video.
Make a comment. Start it off with hashtag Stitch Harmony, and we will shout you out.
Yeah.
If you also shouted out a Stitch Harmony last week, we're only going to do one a week.
Yeah.
And we try to mix up locations. So if you still are really interested, comment again. You know, and we go through all our wonderful commenters to find those.
Yes.
Okay. That means it's time for Pam's pinned comment. And this one I just loved. This comes to us from our friend Lauren Comtois, who is in New England, I think Southern Maine, maybe New Hampshire. I'm not quite sure. You may remember Lauren, who has a couple of little boys, I think. One of whom is named Finnegan. You remember Finn? So, hi, Finn. And Mom's comment was Pam's pinned comment and was pinned at the top of all of our wonderful comments last week.
Yes.
Lauren says, another great video.
Thank you, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren.
I've been binge watching your earlier videos, don't judge me, and as a result, tend to have interesting dreams. Oh good Lord.
Don't judge us if you're watching our older videos.
Really?
Good night.
And we're not going to judge you if you're having dreams about us. God help.
Yes.
Anyway.
So sorry.
In the latest, a group of us, this is the dream now.
Yes.
This didn't really happen.
Did not happen in real life.
In the latest, a group of us were crisscrossing the country in a luxury RV and finding all the most interesting patterns in the country. Of course, Pam was driving.
Obviously. Duh.
But there was autopilot in this dream RV, so Pam was able to join in on all the gossip occurring in the back. I love that.
I know, that sounds like a dream come true.
And poor Steph was so frazzled trying to get everyone's purchases in her Excel spreadsheet. So, isn't that the funniest thing?
That's really
So, I just loved it, Lauren, and it was great to hear from you again.
Yes.
And so, if Finn is watching, hiya, bud.
Hi.
Hope you are doing good, and thanks to everybody for all the wonderful comments. We love all of our wonderful
And you've pinned
commenters.
Lauren's comment, correct?
I have pinned it. It is
Okay.
there.
Good.
All right, let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, not that we haven't been sort of taught our stitching we want to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about our stitching.
Oh, we're going to do these
No,
first?
we're not. It was just on top of my pile.
Okay. Whoa, baby.
Okay.
A lot going on.
A lot going on. Okay, so my whip for this week is my second half of Sewn in Friendship. I pulled it out late last night after I had a finish, which you'll see in a minute. And this is the stitch along that me and my best friend Kia are doing together. And I'm doing, my first half is already done, and then we switched charts, and I'm doing this half now. And she is, done with hers except for the initials. So I need to get my act together.
Yes. And you have.
I know. I'm trying. Okay.
Yes.
And mine are being stitched. The other half was stitched on the same fabric. Mine is stitched on 36 count Confederate gray.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
36 count Confederate gray, which is actually what the model was stitched on.
Well,
wouldn't you know. So, there you go. So, late last night, I got this heart in, this half berry, and this is the edge right here. And then I started this big swirl up here. So, and worked on it like just a little bit today. Not really. So, yay. So, I'm going to probably work on this now that I have my other September obligations complete. Mm-hmm. I will be working on this probably for the rest of September till it's done.
oh, yeah, you'll finish that right up.
Yeah, well, what did you work on, Pam?
Well, as most of you know, and especially those of you who follow us on Instagram, by the way, both of our Instagram accounts are private.
Yeah.
But you can request to follow us, and our Instagram handles are in the box below.
I put yours, I put mine, I put Keepsakes.
Right. So there's no hesitation about asking to follow us. I'm participating in WIPGO, as most of you know, and if you put in WIPGO 2020 in Facebook, you'll come up with the group.
Yeah.
It's hosted by
Jessie Marie.
Jessie Marie, or Jessie Does Stuff on Instagram.
It's Jessie Marie Does Stuff.
Nope, not on Instagram. I don't believe. We'll check it.
You talk, I'll check.
All right.
Okay.
And one of my WIPGO squares was for a Lanarta kit called Pumpkins, which is based on the art of Marjolaine Baston. And it looks like this.
It's so pretty.
And my goal was not to finish it.
Wow, it's just Jessie Does Stuff.
Again, I'm right. Hashtag, again, I'm right.
Jessie, when did you change that?
I don't think she ever did.
Oh.
I think it's always been Jessie Does Stuff on IG. Anyway.
Sorry.
So,
Anywho's
my goal. It's not
My
Halloween
goal.
yet. It's not Halloween yet. My goal for WIPGO was to do 10 days on pumpkins.
Yes.
And I had 1 day logged, which was Stitch Mania back in May. So that meant I had 9 days. So on the 1st of September, I pulled out pumpkins and just said, okay,
let's do this.
from this day to this day is 9 days, and here I go.
Oh, you have a needle stuck up in there, Pam.
Well, I wanted to make sure I didn't lose that needle because it works well with this fabric. So I put in my 9 days to make 10.
Because 1 plus 9 is 10 because
math. And this is what I got done.
Damn, that looks so good.
Now, way up where the bird is, higher up on the wire fence, or whatever kind of fence it is, that is the upper corner.
It
the
is.
upper right-hand corner.
It is.
And so I found that corner and worked down, and I hope to get that big orange and green striped pumpkin done, but
you didn't.
I didn't quite make it.
You failed, basically.
No, I didn't. I came up short, but I got an awful lot done, and I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
and
it looks
if I
so
didn't have
good.
other things to stitch, I would have kept with it. I was enjoying it tremendously.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
apparently I inspired a couple of other stitchers to pull out their
Marjolaine Baston's.
well, art like that, which requires a lot of
Counting.
counting and keeping track. Maybe you have some kind of reader software that you use and highlight.
Yeah.
I go the old-fashioned way and just make a working copy and use a highlighter. Yeah. But there are lots of other technical ways to do it. But I did enjoy this tremendously, and I will enjoy getting back to it. So I met my goal for WIPGO. So on my WIPGO card on the right-hand side, I met all my goals.
So you got a WIPGO.
So I got a WIPGO. So for whatever
I don't know
worth,
I don't know what happens when you do that, but
I did that.
Congratulations.
So once I got that,
I gotta put that in the bag too.
Yep. Once I got that goal done, I worked on something that I will show in finishes, and I got that done, and then
because all Pam does is finish stuff, and then I got this done, and then I got this done.
Anyway,
Hashtag retired.
Of course, I hope everybody knows that there is a sale going on for the I'll Be Home cottages from Twin Peak Primitives. There's their logo.
I love it.
And there's a Facebook group called I'll Be Home SAL.
It's linked below.
And people who aren't on Facebook are just using the I'll Be Home SAL hashtag on Instagram or wherever else you post things. I think those are the only two places. So I'm working on, I started this on the 25th of June.
August? Oh, I thought you meant just this.
I started the whole piece, the 25th of June. We set up the Facebook group. And so June, July,
August.
Yeah. Yeah. So August into September. This is going to be March. And
it looks so good.
So this is, again, this is the corner because they go 3, 3, 3, and 3. And a lot of people have said this looks like a schoolhouse.
It kind of does.
It kind of does,
But, like,
but I
super
like the
cute.
color.
I love it.
I like the striped house. And,
The roof, you mean?
I mean, striped roof, yes. And I just like the color combination. It's very sweet.
The stripes give it the illusion of, like...
Shingles?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Which I love.
And I like the idea that I've kept looking at this door. I think the way she designed that door makes it looks like it's kind of a swinging door. It kind of looks like it's a push door.
Yes, like a saloon door.
Yeah, yeah, but it's, you know.
Not a saloon.
It's not a saloon, but whatever. So anyway, working on March, and I think
you really are getting those done in a month.
I am.
Like,
I didn't think I would. I didn't want to hold myself to
that.
really?
You didn't think you would? Oh,
well,
that's
I
funny.
just didn't know with everything else going on.
Yeah.
But it turns out I am.
It turns out I'm amazing at cross stitch.
Yeah, it turns out. And so,
okay.
I really don't have too much left to do.
Yeah,
I
you
need
just have the word.
I need the word March and the 2 storks.
Oh, yes, you have not done the storks yet.
I need
That's
to
true.
do the storks
Please get the storks done.
and the word March.
Show the people the storks. They need to see the storks.
Yeah. So, anyway, so that was my other whip.
All right, so those were our whips
There you go.
of the week.
Right, whips of the week.
All right, where is the bell?
Right here.
Goodness gracious. Pam.
Ooh.
Pam, you did that. Pam, turn the light on.
Oops.
Wow, can you hit it maybe twice? Yeah, one more time. Okay, thank you. No playing around. Okay. Are you going to make it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
If you need a swig of my dew, just let me know.
Oh, jeez. I'd have to be pretty desperate.
Do not insult my dew like that.
No, I think that's just a super sensitive. I think the bell being over by the base of that lamp
Yeah.
had something to do with it magnetizing or something. I don't know.
I don't think that's accurate at all, but that's fun.
But it's a fun idea.
But it's a really fun idea, yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Mhm.
Anyway.
I don't think whatever.
Did we move our...
No. Pam?
No?
No.
Oh, sorry. All kinds of
Okay.
technical issues here.
Wow. All right.
All right.
So.
Did we finish anything this week?
Yes, we did. Okay. So, because of our finishers' deadlines fast approaching, we wanted to make sure that we got our Halloween ornaments in quickly, because Halloween comes before Christmas.
Right.
So,
Most years.
Most years, this is true, yes. And so, we both finished our September ornaments this week, and they both were our final Halloween ornaments.
Yeah, we're done with our
for
Halloween
2020.
ornaments. Yeah.
So, this one, my ornament this month was from Bent Creek. I did not plan on it being Bent Creek and also the time of Friend Stitch, but the wheel picked it for me. And this is called Owl on an Egg. And, okay, so before I show it, well, let me show it to you first.
Yeah.
So I stitched it using most of the called for colors, and I stitched it on 32 count linen by Color and Cotton in the color Belvedere, which is a gray. Look at him. So the fabric is a little bit grayer than it's showing up on camera, just so it's not as blue. And so he's freaking cute. I did, as you can tell, decide to go with the candy corn button. I love it. So the thread substitutions that I changed were, instead of Gentle Arts Brandy, I used Classic Color Peanut Brittle, and that color was used literally in his nose and his eyes. And then, also the other color I changed was, instead of Gentle Arts Harvest Basket, I used Classic Colorworks Caramel, and that is the background of the egg.
Wow.
So, I did have both of those colors. They were just too drastically variegated for my liking. So, and I'm really glad that I decided to go with the called for cocoa for the body of the owl.
That's a really good color.
It is a really good color. So, I love this. I'm going to have this finished as a hard or a square ornament.
It won't be square.
It will be rectangle, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And, you know, like one of that situation.
Yeah.
But look how freaking cute that. And Pam just goes, because I said to her, I was like, what do we think about this candy corn, right? And she was like, I think I have a candy corn button, like, out there in the button box.
And I did.
And I just, like, literally went right to it.
Yep.
So, love it. And, so let's talk about this chart just for a second. I am unable to find a link online directly to this freebie. I'm so sorry about that. It was a freebie at one time from Bent Creek. If you are super, super, super desperate, and you're like, I cannot go on my life unless I stitch this chart, I recommend reaching out to Bent Creek, either via their website or Instagram, or Facebook, and seeing what they can did help you. I'm not in the business of making copies and sending it to people.
Right.
So there's that. I have my one copy, and my one copy is going out. I'm passing the stash on to a friend.
Right.
So I won't even have it in my possession any longer. So, because we're not going to stitch it twice, but, so that's my advice on finding this. So, Owl on an Egg by Bent Creek. Boo-hoo.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and I finished my September ornament too, and it's my last Halloween ornament for 2020. We pre-selected these earlier this year. And
at the end of last year we did.
Yeah. So mine is from the 2012 Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch, 2012. And it is from Casey Bornegorio, who no longer designs.
Right.
And I was sort of kind of flattered that I tagged her on Instagram, and she responded to my Instagram post. And I told her that I probably was her biggest fan, and I wish she'd return to designing, and she is not interested in returning to designing.
No.
But I have a lot of her charts.
You have all of her charts.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And this was in the 2012 Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch, and it's called Batty Jack. I guess I should hold it like that.
It's so
This
cute.
is on 32 count Bahama Mama from Under the Sea Fabrics. And of course the year it was in the magazine was 2012. So I changed it obviously to this year.
Pam, that's so cute.
And everybody has remarked about this border. This actually was pretty fun to do.
I know, you just whipped it out.
I
literally.
just had to kind of get in the groove of the zigzags, and then I was good. So
That's so cool.
That's my Halloween ornament, and that's going to go to Keepsakes tomorrow with Steph.
Yeah.
So that Jan
We're going to turn in all of our Halloween ornaments.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
So,
Happy finishes, everyone. Okay.
Okay, so the next section is BFF.
Back from the finishers.
This week it's back from the finishers.
Yeah.
And we have something that actually was in my closet.
Again, with the closet.
Again, with the closet. When we went to our first Needlework Galleria in 2018, Noteworthy Needle was selling these kind of polymer pumpkins.
They were not selling the pumpkins. We had to go to
They gave out the pumpkins?
No, we went to Michael's.
Oh, that's
St.
right.
Charles to buy
We went to
pumpkins.
that big 2-story Michael's near Galleria.
I think that's right. Sharon, is that right?
I don't remember buying these pumpkins.
Oh, yeah, we definitely bought the pumpkins. Yes. No, we bought them before we went to Galleria. She announced on the Galleria page that she was doing it, and you were like, she said, if you're interested, make sure you bring a pumpkin.
Okay.
And so I remember because...
So we go up to Noteworthy Needle, her room, at Galleria, and we give her a pumpkin. and she cuts the top off. And then you buy her pattern.
These pumpkins are like styrofoam.
Yeah, they're
like...
super light. I just went to pick mine up and I went, whoa! Anyway, and she...
I like foam core, actually. Okay, sorry.
It's super light. It's like a real synthetic kind of material.
Yeah, it's cool, though. Okay,
she drills the holes in a design, and then does she sell the floss?
No. So what happened was that she had a little pattern book. And you picked from there like a whole slew of things. So you could have your initials, you could have little symbols, you could have
over 2 years.
I know. So you could pick like
about 2 years ago.
She had a whole like library of different things, and you just told her what you wanted, and then you gave her your pumpkin, and the response was overwhelming.
Oh, it was, once word spread through the hotel, it was
everyone was like, we must have a pumpkin.
Where do I go for that?
I must have a pumpkin.
Right.
So what happened was that there was one night where you just like went up and you gave her your pumpkin, and then she was like, pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So she was up to all hours of the night, she said, drilling holes in pumpkins. And then you you paid for the chart and the service of the drilling.
Yeah.
And so then you'd return home, and then you could, through the holes of the pumpkin,
right,
you cross-stitched the symbol that she put, or the letter, or whatever you had her drill on the pumpkin.
Right.
So, we did all of the above, and, except for the actual stitching of the pumpkin.
Yeah, we kind of let that go.
Yeah, because we were just like, whatever, we don't want to do it.
Well,
I mean, we wanted to do it, we just didn't do it.
We
were lazy.
It was low priority.
Yeah.
At the time. And had been until recently.
Right. And so the pumpkins have sat in the bag in Pam's closet since then.
Yeah.
But first thing, my coworker, Susan, hi Susan, she also had gone to the same galleria that we had gone to, and had also got a pumpkin.
We knew that she knew how to stitch it.
And when she came home, she was a very good girl, and she's cross-stitched hers immediately.
I think she actually was stitching hers before she even left St. Charles.
Well, I don't know that for sure.
But anyway.
But if that's what you say, then that's true.
So, needless to say, we knew who to ask.
When Pam found them in her closet, I mean, we could have done it.
I mean, if it was in the middle of winter, you know, I wouldn't have thought about it. But I thought, wait a minute, let's get these done for this year.
Yeah. And I'm just so busy and whatever. Yeah. And so Pam was like, it's just easier to ask Susan to do it for us.
Yeah. Yeah. And we gave her a little something because
Susan did it for us.
Because she took time out of her day to do it.
She did. So. Thank you so much, Susan.
So this is what they look like.
So just before you show it.
Yeah.
What we use to cross stitch them, because the holes are bigger than like regular floss holes.
Oh yeah, sure.
We used Weeks Dye Works Pearl Cotton.
There you go. Yeah.
And we'll talk about what colors they are when we show them.
Okay, show them now?
Yep, show yours
So
first.
this is mine. Isn't that cute? With a P?
Love it.
Yep.
So Pam got a white pumpkin because she loves white pumpkins.
Look at how pretty the stitching is. Yeah.
Yes, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And the black that you use is charcoal. Onyx. And the orange is carrot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if every thread color by Weeks you can get in a pearl cotton, but a lot of them you can. It's the same colors. And so this is mine.
Isn't that great? Look at that. Won't that be great?
And the white thread is grits.
Yeah.
Or whitewash. Whitewash. We love them. Hey, YouTube. Love it. Yep. Take this as our thumbnail. So, thank you so much, Susan. We love them so much.
Yeah, we really do. We really appreciate Susan
stitching them for us.
Stitching them up for us. Beautiful job.
Yes. So, worth every penny. So, we're going to put them out with our fall display, which you can see we've already started.
Yeah, we've kind of started.
All right. So, where are we putting the pumpkins, Pam?
I don't know. Where were they before?
They were on my chairs.
Okay.
Okay. And then...
Oh, boy.
We had purchased something, and then we asked our wonderful finisher, Jan, to make them for us.
Right.
So, both of us will be participating in Coming to America. We are going to be starting in October as part of our Whistle Stop Startober thing. Mm-hmm. And so we have the bags from So Much Love, but we also got these beautiful panels that were made by Brenda Gervais, the designer of Coming to America. And we gave them to Jan to make into bags for us. So
we have our bags.
We have our bags. So this is the panel. This is actually the top motif of Coming to America. Anyone who's stitching it probably knows that. And then, you buy the panel, and when we showed the panels when we first bought them, a lot of people were like, where do I get that? And I bought it. We bought the panels from Brenda's website, which is countrystitchesonline.com. And if she's out of stock now, I know that she's going to have more in stock. So I will link her Etsy shop below. So you get all of the stuff that made the bag, except the zipper was provided by Jan and the rickrack was provided by Jan. So you get all this material on the outside to make into the bag.
Right.
And then Jan also, one of us has
I have a
anchor.
captain's wheel.
Yes.
And silver captain's wheel. And Steph has an anchor.
Yes. And then this
and
is
they're lined with the other Mayflower fabric that a lot of you have seen.
Aren't they so lovely?
Yeah.
They're so incredibly well done.
Yes.
We love them.
Yes, we do.
That was weird.
Yep.
So thank you so much.
So that was something that we wanted to show you that came back from our wonderful finisher.
Yes.
I also wanted to, while we're on the topic of Coming to America for now,
and the Mayflower.
for us,
yes,
is I got a couple of things. I think that I'm descended from 2 of the passengers, but I haven't been able to prove it for the society. Okay.
Oh.
But I got a couple of things, and one of them just came this week. Okay to show it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely mug, and it lists all the passengers. It's a lovely cobalt blue on the inside.
I love mugs with lining on the inside.
Yes. So
I don't know why.
It's lovely. I bought it online from a website that I'll look up and put in the description box below.
Got it.
I think someone in the Facebook group that Brenda is hosting showed it, and that's where I learned about it, and I loved it. So
yes.
It's a good size mug.
It is a very good for ice cream.
I think someone also, or it might have been Brenda herself,
it was Brenda
posted
herself.
a huge poster that's also available that shows in silhouette all the passengers who were on the Mayflower in 1620, and then in kind of two-tone, the lower part of the poster shows the ones that had survived until the first Thanksgiving in 1621. And of course, many did not make it.
Yes.
So it's a really cool poster.
Yeah, I love infographics like that.
And I
it's
liked
so cool.
it because I do eventually want to get back to my Mayflower research.
Yes.
And that also came, but that's too hard to show. It's a huge
It's
poster.
ginormous.
If you're in the Facebook group, you know what I'm talking about.
Do you want me to link where you got the poster from?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the mug and the poster came from 2 different places.
I do believe they did as well.
I think there's a .org website and a .com website, I think.
Okay.
And
we'll figure it out and I'll link it below.
Of course, because things have been so curtailed, they're not getting the foot traffic.
Yeah, that they totally would.
That they anticipated. So things that may have, under normal circumstances, be sold out are still available.
Wow.
So it's worth checking out. I will look
please do.
in my payment records and see where I got each one. But I wanted to show
this is super cool.
But I was thrilled to get that.
Yeah, love it.
If I'm able to prove one or the other or both of my ancestors, then
I would love for you to be able to do that.
Even more meaning.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Do you know who the passengers are that you think you're related?
I think I'm descended from William Brewster, and I think I'm descended from Richard Warren.
Okay.
Also, grab
cool.
the bag again because
Oh.
I wanted to also note that for those of you who aren't on Facebook, there was a little bit of a discussion about this guy, and Brenda did answer the question. You know, someone said, is he jumping ship? Is he looking for Plymouth Rock?
Is he walking on water?
Is he walking on water? It is, did I say William? I hope I'm right. Maybe we'll look on the mug. His last name was Howland.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's William Howland. And he actually, and I think this was somewhere between
Keep talking.
them sighting land and actually sailing toward Plymouth. He fell off the boat. And if you happen to be a William Howland descendant, that's really kind of cool because they did rescue him. He was pulled back out of the water in Massachusetts Bay, and he does have many, many, many descendants. I think it's William Howland. Howll.
There are so many Williams.
Yeah. Is it alphabetical by last name? Of course not.
Of course not. Why would it be like...
So anyway, that's the story behind this guy. If you're stitching it and you wonder why is he positioned that way, someone asked Brenda in the group and said, could that possibly be William Howland? And she said, yes, but everybody was, of course, living...
John Howland.
Oh, John. Sorry. So it's John Howland.
He's literally on the top row of names.
Of course she's going through. But... anyway, of course, it was a very perilous voyage.
I think it's really fascinating that there's some names on this mug that are Mrs. Did they not know their first name?
Maybe not. Maybe there were not records.
John Goodman was also on the boat. Did you know?
Not our John Goodman.
We do not have a John Goodman.
Modern times.
Yes.
John Goodman.
This is
okay,
true.
so that means it's time to talk about our friends in the Netherlands. And we have a lot to tell you about Twin Peak Primitives this week.
Yes, we do.
First of all, we want to talk about a very, very, very special pattern of the week.
Yes.
This is one that they have worked very hard on in light of this year and what our country has been through and how it has impacted really the whole world. Mm-hmm. And so it is called One Nation Under God. And it was model stitched by Chrissy, who is Finally a Farm Girl on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And we're going to insert a picture of this beautiful, beautiful piece.
Yes.
Which will be the pattern of the week for the next week.
Yeah.
And here is One Nation Under God.
Here.
It is something. I was just blown away by this piece. Mm-hmm. I did ask what Chrissy stitched it on, and just FYI, she took 28 count Ren, and she kind of antiqued it a little bit.
Probably coffee tea dyed it or something.
Coffee tea dyed it or what.
Wow, she coffee tea dyed an already modeled fabric? That's cool.
Yeah. So, thank you, Chrissy, first of all, for doing the model stitching. It's just lovely. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Mm. And now we're going to tell you...
Was this the first time they ever used weeks?
Yes. This was the first time the twins used hand-dyed threads.
Mm-hmm. Because...
And fabric. That's right.
Because they're not as readily available overseas.
Right. So to get Chrissy to do the model stitching, that was
that's legit.
Very smart. And,
very, very smart.
Of course, she did a beautiful job.
She did. So if you would like to get your hands on a copy of One Nation Under God by Twin Peak Primitives, which we highly recommend, you can do so at a couple different places. You can get yourself a PDF copy of the chart by visiting either the Twin Peak Primitives Etsy shop or their website, both of which are linked below. So take your pick. You can get it either place. Doesn't matter to us. Doesn't matter to them.
Right.
Then, if you would rather have a hard copy of the chart, also totally cool. However, the only shop that you will be able to get the discounted cost of One Nation Under God. Yep, I said that right. It came out and it sounded wrong. The only shop that is offering this chart right now at a discount is Threads Entwined, which is a fantastic online needlework shop in Northern California.
Right.
So, if all of those places are linked below, the discount is 20% off the price, which is a steal of a deal, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. For that big chart? Wow.
Yes, absolutely. So, that chart will be on sale. For 1 week. There's no need to put any sort of code or anything into
automatically
the
discounted
description box. It's automatically discounted. You're good to go.
Right.
So yeah, there's that. And then the second thing is that we are going to now start talking about on a regular every video basis.
Right.
Start talking about Dutch Mania 2021. So if you been a follower of us for a while, then you know that our second annual trip to Europe was canceled this year for obvious reasons. However, all is not lost. We are still planning on returning to Europe next September. It's going to be a little bit of a different trip than we went on last year. We will be going to the Netherlands, of course, and also to Italy. So very excited. Looking forward to it even more than I think that we were originally looking forward to.
Yeah, we watched some of our Dutch friends make their videos this past week, and we both teared up.
Yeah.
We both teared up. So thank you especially to Creatively Yours, Debbie.
Yeah.
And so here's the deal. Just like in 2019, the twins are offering to pay for a third person to accompany us on the Dutch Mania 2021 trip, which will include, as Steph said, the stitching day in the Netherlands and then the trip to Italy. And the reason for the trip to Italy is because there is a more or less international cross-stitch exhibition or show or something like Galleria, I'm imagining, in Italy, and they are including that in our trip. There's only one small thing you need to do to be eligible to go with us, and that is to buy one of the patterns that the twins have designed called the Springfield 1817 Sampler, and it is also available in all of those three places, and we're going to insert a picture of Springfield here.
So it's absolutely beautiful sampler. All you need to do is just purchase the sampler.
You don't need to stitch it.
Nope, just purchase it.
Before the trip, you just need to purchase it.
I do want to note that if you purchased the chart last year in hopes of going with us in 2020,
they still have your name.
They still have your name.
Right.
So you are all set to go with that. You don't need to purchase it twice.
Right.
You must purchase it from those three places in order to be eligible.
Right.
So one of those three places.
So that they have a record of your name.
Yeah. So either get it from, get a PDF download from their Etsy shop or their website, or you can get a hard copy from Threads Entwined.
Right.
So,
okay.
And so we will probably show a photo of it the first or second week of every month. Yeah. And then the rest of the month we'll just...
As it gets closer and closer and the excitement builds.
Correct, yes.
So.
This is true.
All right.
Okay.
That means it's time for...
Mail call! Okay.
Wow.
So let's talk a little bit about some not stitchy related mail.
Yes, we got some not stitchy related mail, and it was totally random. Do you want me to start?
I thought you might. Yeah. So yesterday, at one point, during Friend Stitch, we would have randomly, sporadically throughout the day, these like stretch and refresh sessions. And so at one point I went out to go get the mail, and in the garage, Amazon had come, and we knew that we were getting cat food. And there was more than cat food out there.
Yeah.
There were 3 boxes.
Right.
And so they both originated from the same buyer, the extra 2 boxes that were not cat food. But one was for Pam, one was for me.
Yeah. And this is, I'm not a good receiver, people. I'm just not a good receiver.
So before anyone comes at us that this is not stitching related, the people that sent these to us, we would not know if cross-stitch was not in our lives.
This is true. And
it's not a stretch, it's true.
And that is true. We would have no idea that these people existed in the world.
Right.
But this
if cross-stitch wasn't in it.
This is a tea sampler, but not just a tea sampler.
I bet she got it because it's a sampler.
What?
Because it says sampler. Like
I didn't think of that.
Come on, Pam, pull it together.
Okay. So,
no, Pam, don't drop the stuff.
Don't drop the stuff. 6 different little tins of loose tea. And I want to read. It says this is the Boston tea sampler.
Oh, boy.
And it says, on the evening of December 16th, 1773, a group of American colonists dressed as Mohawk Indians boarded British tea ships docked in Boston Harbor with the intent to destroy the tea on board. And then it goes on to say a little bit about Sam Adams, of course. And
not the beer, the person.
And I'm not going to read the whole thing.
No.
But in essence, this little card says, but what kind of tea was it? So this is the kind of tea that they dumped in Boston Harbor. And there are 6 different kinds.
And it comes from Solstice Tea Traders.
Okay. China Black OP, Formosa Oolong, Kremen Black.
Nope. Keeman
Black, Lapsang Souchong, Yunwu Cloud Mist, and China
That's banana pants.
Anyway, I'm dying to try them.
I need you to try them too.
And this is from Kia and Nathan.
Yeah.
And Kia B on FlossTube. And we've become such good friends with them.
Yes, we have.
And
she's my best friend.
This was for no particular reason. No particular reason at all.
Yeah, she just said because she loves us.
And it's just such a unique gift. And a lot of thought was put into it. What?
I want to show them a thing. I want to show them a disc. Just one. I won't show them all of it. But
I'm sure they're all sealed. Yeah.
See? Right. It's even got the Mayflower on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the Mayflower.
It's probably not the Mayflower.
Whatever, Pam, okay?
1773. The Mayflower is...
Maybe it was coming back. I don't know, Pam. It's just a big boat that looks like an old ship.
There you go. So thank you publicly, Kia and Nathan. Kia and Tech Guy.
Love it.
And just a unique, very thoughtful gift.
Yes. You guys want to see what she sent for me?
Yeah, wait till you see this.
Okay, so I heard about these from someone. I think it was Barbara, maybe. And I was like, I think I saw them online somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. I must have them all. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, okay, they're not cheap. Okay, let me just start collecting them. And so I was either for my birthday or Christmas 2 years ago, I think at this point. I got the start to my collection from Lenny and Barbara. Lenny is my coworker. And they are the Lori Mitchell figurines. And you'll see like what her style is when I show you them. And they are the Wizard of Oz characters. I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan for anyone that's new. And so I, of course, got Dorothy. So this is what I have in my collection. I had in my collection already before Saturday. See, look at the little sparkly shoes and little Toto. His little thing, that's Dempsey, I think. Like, look how cute she is. It's so cute. Don't want to show you up her skirt. Don't look. So that's Dorothy. Hi, friends. And then I got the Scarecrow. This is her first friend, right? This is the first friend she meets along the way. Scarecrow. Mm-hmm. So these two lovely friends have been in our display case, just hanging out. Mm-hmm. Waiting for me to find some more friends for them. And Kia found their third friend. Look at him. Isn't he just the cutest? With his little heart. And so now,
yep.
Look how cute they are! So I need to get the lion. So the lion is the last friend.
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed with them. They're so cute. They're so whimsical.
Yeah. Next up is the lion, I think.
Yes. So I put the lion and Glenda on my Christmas list.
Right. Right.
Like, there's just so many. Like, look at the detail of his legs.
Mm-hmm. It's really cute.
Like, they're so... Look at his little face.
The faces are just adorable. Yeah.
So these are Lori Mitchell figurines. They do apparently sell them on Amazon. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool.
And she doesn't do just Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
There's other...
Oh my good night.
Yeah, there's
You could go banana pants. If that's your thing.
Alice in Wonderland, I think...
They have a whole patriotic line. They have a whole Halloween line. It's
they're
like
beautiful.
They have a whole Christmas line.
Right, right.
And in the Wizard of Oz line, they have, like, obviously all four of those characters. And then they have, like, Glenda. They have a bunch of munchkins. They even have a wizard, which is kind of a weird one, but I'm very excited to get him. And so cool. I need all of them. I can't wait. Right. So, thank you, Kia. I love them.
Yeah.
Okay, this also came on Saturday. This came in the regular mail, not from Amazon.
This came from this is as Annie says, joy-filled. This could start a thank you spiral.
Yes.
We pinned this viewer's comment to the top of a prior episode a while back. It was episode 160, and we're up to 166. So it was about a month ago.
Okay. 6 weeks ago.
And so she got a big kick out of that. And so she decided that she would send us a little thank you for doing that, which was totally unnecessary.
But very, very nice.
She sent this lovely dream catcher that she made, which is really, really, really pretty.
So pretty. The colors are gorgeous.
Yeah. And she also sent her favorite crockpot recipe,
which is for unstuffed cabbage.
Right. So that sounds exciting. Very good.
This is from Michelle, just in case anyone was wondering.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Michelle.
Didn't even say her name. Bam.
Yeah, Michelle.
And then for me, she sent me a little fox.
Isn't that cute?
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm super obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Love him.
So thank you, Michelle. You didn't need to do that.
But it was a very nice thing.
But it was very, very thoughtful. And we will try that recipe for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, this lovely postcard came to Keepsakes from Kathy, who lives in Lakeville, Minnesota. And she sent us this beautiful postcard of Split Rock Lighthouse. And Split Rock Lighthouse, it says that it guided ships along Lake Superior's rugged North Shore from 1910 to 1969. It sends a beacon of light 22 miles into the Great Lake. It is one of America's most renowned lighthouses and is now a state historic site maintained by the Minnesota Historical Society. And she wrote us a very sweet note, and
That's a great light.
It's a very cool lighthouse.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Kathy.
We also got a lovely note from one of our viewers named Barbara. She had contacted me, and she said that she had come across the Bent Creek snappers that she owned, and she said, I only have the first 6 months of the year. They're monthlies. I'll just show January so you know what I'm talking about. And she said, do you think anyone would want just the first 6 months, or do you guys need them? And we have the full set.
Yeah.
But I said...
So I'm going to get the other half at Keepsakes.
So Steph's going to put the full year's worth together, and we'll do it as a giveaway. But we have January, February, March, April, May, and June.
That would be the first 6 months.
Thank you, Barbara, for sending those. Yeah. She was more than happy to do it.
And then she also included the border that was downloadable from Bent Creek's website.
Right, if you wanted to put them
together.
All. So we're gonna put that together for a giveaway.
Yes.
She sent this lovely, lovely card, and
it's the Chapel at the Sea Pond. Chapel at the Sea.
Chapel at the Sea. In
I'm gonna look it up. Because I meant to and I never did.
It's in California.
Right, I know that much. Chapel at the Sea. Chapel at the Sea, California.
Beach? No.
There's a lot of them.
It looks like...
I got Monterey, I got Laguna Beach, I got Sea Ranch.
That's it. Chapel at the Sea Ranch.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Chapel at the Sea Ranch. Isn't that cool?
Look at that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another.
That's neat.
Very cool.
Whoa, look at it inside.
Ooh, wow.
I know.
Yeah, that's very cool.
That must...
Where is that?
That is... Well, let me just show you here, Pam. That is... Hold, please. One moment. Literally right on the coast. It's in Northwest California.
Wow.
The red dot is where it is, and you can see Sacramento and San Francisco.
Yeah. Well,
so
I don't think it's gonna be in risk of fire damage, but you never know.
You never know.
So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Barbara. Lovely.
That
very kind of you.
Just lovely.
Yes. All right. So, put those over here and this over here. Okay, you guys. We got a package from Liz. So, I know that I've talked about it on our channel before, and that one of my most favorite things to come out of this whole time, 2020, has been the friendship that I built with Liz Matthews, who is the designer behind Hello from Liz Matthews. And not only the friendship that her and I have built, but the friendship that me, Kia, and Liz have all built. And so she's fantastic. I love her just so much. And she had a fall release, y'all. And she sent us the charts. Look at that very cool card. I saved all of these. So, I love that. Okay. And she always packages them so nicely. And shameless plug, if you see anything you like, anything here you like, we've got them at Keepsakes. So, the first two are the last two in her tree collection. Tree series. So these are her autumn trees. So the first one is Autumn Tree. I love the squirrels. That's my favorite part. So Autumn Tree. Love it. And then pumpkin quilt tree. Love it so much. So cute. Look at that. So her her seasonal tree series is now done. Then, okay, so let's see. Okay, I saved that one for last. Okay, so the next are both of her 2 Halloween pieces. First is Sleepy Hollow. Look at those. Look at those very angry pumpkins. Oh, I love them. This is fantastic. And I just have to say, like, I love that. I mean, I told Liz this before, but I love that each one of her charts comes in this giant, like, large plastic bag, large front, like, large, able to read. Like, I don't have to go hunting for the information, and it's so good for kitting. Like, I can just, if somebody calls Keepsakes and wants to kit this up, great. I can put the fabric and the floss all in here.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Good
Bless.
point. Yeah.
Bless you, Liz Matthews. And then this one, which was Model Stitch by Kia, is Hocus Pocus. It says, it's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. And, like, look at this really cool layout. Love that. Hocus Pocus. It's beautifully stitched. And, true confession, I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
Nor have I. And I love Bette Midler.
Kia and Liz know this, though. Like, they know
and
this.
And they still want to be your friend.
They do, yeah. Luckily. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
We need to watch it.
Well, I have plans to watch it.
Well, good.
So, more on that in a future video.
Okay.
But it will be watched this Halloween season.
Okay. Well, good.
By you and me.
Okay.
And maybe a couple other people.
Okay.
So, very excited. Also, like, I love her whole typography series. Mm-hmm. Just because, like, the possibilities are endless.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. With
fabric and threads. And so, I'm very excited to see what kind of fabric and threads people do with that. And then this last one, I'm very excited about, is the Second Day of Christmas sampler and treat. So, the Second Day of Christmas is 2 turtle doves. And so, turtle doves represent friendship. And you might be saying, what are all those things at the bottom with the letters in there? And their houses. And then each of the house has initials inside of it of people who Liz is close with. And do you see this house right here? It's got 2 S's in it because it's mine. So that's where I live. Right there. Right next door to Kia. I was so honored when she told us, and I cried a lot. So I just think these are so cool. The First Day of Christmas, by Hello from Liz Matthews, is in my October starts list. So I will be doing the sampler version of each chart, and I'm going to do them all individually. So love it. It's gorgeous. You are talented more than you realize.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for these beautiful, beautiful charts.
Right.
I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any more mail, Pam?
No.
All right. Then show your piece of haul before I...
My piece of haul, my one?
Your one little piece of haul.
Kind of pitiful. I kind of had to butter her up, as it were, to say that I wanted to stitch this one. This is When Flowers Bloom from Brenda Gervais. And I just love this cute little red check dress on this woman. So
and you're going to tell everybody where you were enabled by that?
Where was I enabled by it?
Elizabeth Ann.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was from...
our second... Well, another great Liz.
Another great Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. And she showed it. The words say, the flower doesn't dream of the bee. It blossoms and the bee comes. So,
she's
I just
lucky I'm letting her have a Brenda chart.
I just love the pinks in this, and I particularly like the lady's dress.
The gingham dress.
So I said to Steph, pick that up at Keepsakes, and then when she brought it home, I said, I really want to stitch it. So she's letting me. You know, that's the way we roll.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay. Now for my haul, which really is not that much at all. Okay, so this is just the week of Bent Creek, apparently.
Yes.
So I went hunting for more animals on eggs.
Right.
So the freebie... So there is a second free chart. There's a robin on an egg, which is also, like I said, a free chart. Which we already have, so I'm good there. However, there is a turkey on an egg, a cardinal on an egg, a chick on an egg, and an eagle on an egg. So we have the eagle on an egg kit. We picked it up when we were at
somewhere.
So that leaves me with 3. So I first
want to know if there's others that we don't know about. Right.
Right. But that looks to be it. That there's the 4 left.
But in your search for those,
I need the 3. We have the eagle, so I just need 3.
Yeah, but in your search for animals on eggs,
I could not find a single animal on an egg kit anywhere. eBay, Etsy, even a general Google search, I couldn't find them anywhere.
We know they're out there.
I'm gonna find you eventually.
Yeah,
but in my search, I found a bunch of other really cute kits I had to have. So I bought both of these from Etsy.
Yeah.
And so this one is the penguin globe. I mean,
there was probably a whole globe series too.
There is a whole globe series. Yeah. But this penguin I just cannot handle. It's so cute. And full kit.
Yeah.
It's one of their 18 counts linen kits. Right. So, like, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one, which is like, what does this even say?
What? I don't know.
Oh.
I can't read that. What are you looking for?
Pam. This one is super, there's another snow globe.
Oh, yeah.
This is a super, super limited edition kit.
They didn't put 2 in the same packet, did they?
No, that just says a nice companion to this kit is... Oh,
companion. Okay. Woo!
Woo!
2 for the price of 1.
Yep. So this is super limited edition. This one is... I have 2 other things coming in addition to these 2. Don't judge me, okay? And this was the most expensive by far. But this one is called Santa's Helper. I mean, it's an old snowman building toys. I'm obsessed with him. He's so cute. Full kit.
Yep.
Full kit. So cute. So these were called zipper. See? Zipper kit.
Mm-hmm.
And they were called zipper kits because they came in a zippered bag. Literally. That's it. So that was a question somebody asked in the Q&A this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then... No, I'm not going to show this.
Okay.
Because I won't save that until...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And, this.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's looking at you.
Okay, so this came from Russia. I was, of course, enabled by my friend and yours, Annie Joyful Stitcher, to buy this kit. So she showed it on... I think I first saw it on her Instagram, but then I, of course, saw it on her FlossTube as well. And this is a Barbara Anna chart and full kit exclusive. And it's exclusive collaboration with this company in Moscow.
Mm-hmm.
And it is called the Tree of Magic. And I just want you to know, okay, so this is how you order this kit. At least this is how I ordered the kit, and it worked out fairly well, obviously, because I have it in my hand. So, Tree of Magic, I'm writing this down so I know what to tell you all. So, I sent, per Annie's instructions, I sent this distributor person a message on Instagram. And on Instagram, they are Nitka, Nitka, .Moscow. And I just said, hi, I'm interested in purchasing the Tree of Magic kit by Barbara Anna. Here's my PayPal email address. What else do you need from me? And they were super responsive. They got right back to me and they said, we'll send it right out as soon as the restock comes in. Thank you so much. What's your address if it's different than your...
It was inside of 3 weeks?
It was literally inside 2 weeks.
From Russia.
From Russia.
Can you believe it?
So at the time, it was out of stock, which I knew. And I was just like, I just want to be on a list somewhere.
Right.
And I ordered this on the 24th of August. And it came on Monday. It came on Monday.
Yeah, you were at work.
And Monday was the 8th.
I texted her and I said, you have mail from Russia.
And that was the 8th of September. I was not expecting this until like November.
We don't have that kind of service domestically.
Yeah. So it did not come USPS, obviously.
Right.
It came a different way. But
do you have a picture of the full design?
I just have this.
You just have that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's okay. So it came
in a tube.
In a tube. And it says Nitka. And it's lovely wrapped. It's very nice. So this is what it looks like. So this is kind of just like a corner piece of it. Well, this is the center. Like this is the center trunk of the tree. But it's very Barbara Anna, obviously. It's gorgeous. And I have to show you. Okay, so... all of the threads.
All separated.
All separated. They're DMC.
Braided.
Braided. I mean, lovely. Lovely presentation. And then you get the fabric. And I don't want to take it out of the tube again, but you get the fabric. You get the chart, obviously. You get all of these beautiful DMC threads. You get this thread card as well. And you get to stitch this. So this is only available through this shop. And so that's what I would recommend doing is just... I'll put their Instagram information below, and because their website is in Cyrillic, and that was hard for me to navigate, and so that's why I was just like, I'm just going to send them an Instagram message.
Right.
So, thank you, Annie. I'm so excited. I think that her and somebody else that I can't remember have already started it, so there is a possibility that this will get added to my October starts.
Yeah. Yep.
So, thank you so much, Annie. Okay.
And then we're going to, like she said, we're going to tack on the information about Friend Stitch.
Yeah,
even though it's haul, we're going to put it at the end so people who don't want to know about it ahead of time can cut out at
Correct.
that point.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So, if you looked up at all, then you notice that we have made some changes to the wall.
Yeah, we've transitioned, and what we typically do is we kind of have a few transition pieces before we put up full bore Halloween. So
it is without question that our summer patriotic wall is our highest quantity number of pieces.
Right.
And that's not just what's behind us, it's also like what's all over our living room.
Yeah.
So we've done a tour de wall whenever we do a, wow.
We do a tour de wall when we change our wall.
Yes.
And we typically do it when we pull down the prior wall.
Yes.
We don't do it ahead of time.
No.
So we put together a slideshow.
Yeah, so we've done it a couple different ways, but the one that you guys seem to like the best is doing a slideshow of still photographs of all of the pieces.
Right.
So what we will insert after we get done talking about it is that slideshow. So it will include all the pieces that were on this wall behind us, and then it will include anything that was all around our living room that we've stitched. Anything that was gifts we did not include because it's not our stitching, but anything that we did, we included, and then anything, because some of the things that are on our wall are unfortunately at this point out of print.
Right.
Anything that was out of print, I noted that, or will note that in the slide. And I want to tell you too that if there's something that you want the information on, like the name of the chart or the designer, it is included in the slide. Just pause it, take a screenshot.
Right. There's not going to be a list in the description notes. There aren't enough characters allowed.
Correct. So, and you can go back and you can watch it over again. If anything doesn't have an OOP on it, that means that to our knowledge, it is still available.
Right.
And you can order it from your favorite needle workshop.
Right.
So, we are going to insert the summer
tour de wall.
Summer and patriotic.
Tour de wall
here.
That was the wall you've been staring at for about 4 months.
Yes,
right? So,
since Memorial Day.
Hope you enjoy. Hope you got some information out of that.
And so these are our September pieces, and we'll do another like September wall.
Yeah, it might include some of these, or we might move some stuff around because
for September we'll do all of these.
Oh yeah, and then
when we do Halloween, if there's any repeats, we won't include them.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Okay, so
let's talk plans, Pam.
Let's talk plans. You've got some folks that are coming over to the shop.
Yeah, so we have some viewers that are coming. So Lee Ferris is coming on Tuesday. And then I have a really fun small world story for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize. The last half hour of this video is just going to be me talking. So I'm sorry about that. Mm-hmm. But, okay, so I was just, casually checking my email at work the other day. And there was an email from a lovely woman. I mean, I assumed that she was lovely at this point. I now know for a fact that she was lovely, but that she is lovely. But anyway, and her name is Donna. And Donna was looking for a piece of 36 count ale for Picture This Plus. She just emailed Keepsakes and wanted to know if we had it in stock. She was looking for a large piece. Unfortunately, we do not have a piece that large at Keepsakes. And so I emailed her back and I thanked her for the inquiry. I told her what was up with 36 count ale, basically. So she replied to that email. And I gave her the option to, like, we can put your name on it when it comes in, whatever. So I won't read the entire email to you. But I'll read the pertinent FlossTube things. She put, hi, Stephanie, thank you for getting back to me. By the way, I love your FlossTube channel. And then she proceeded to give us all sorts of compliments on our channel. Thank you so much, Donna. You're amazing. Then she says, I live in Southport, Maine. Now, Donna, I did know this, but she informed me, in case I didn't know, that Southport is a bridge-connected island in Boothbay Harbor, Maine.
Right.
And she says, in one of your videos, you mentioned that you were in a band at UMaine. Did you have a music professor by the name of Mr. Farnham? I live up the road from / work with a Mr. Farnham, whose brother was a professor and band director at UMaine. In fact, since the UMaine Mr. Farnham grew up in the Boothbay region, he brought a band to town for a concert years ago. I took my then young son, and the concert was terrific. So, I went to the University of Maine between 2006 and 2010. I graduated in May of 2010. I played the clarinet in high school, as a lot of you people know. And when I went, I enjoyed it so much in high school that when I went to college, even though I had no plans on doing anything musically professionally, I knew I still wanted to play the clarinet because I did enjoy it very, very much. So I auditioned for the Wind Symphony at the University of Maine, which at the time was directed by Mr. Kirvin Farnham. He'd been at the university for many, 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 many years. He actually retired in the spring of 2010, which is the same spring that I graduated college from, and I nearly pooped my pants when I read this. And so I'm like, what are the chances that...
It's a small world, right?
Small world. So I, of course, wrote sweet Donna, a message back. And Donna, if you haven't watched this video by Friday, when Donna also happens to have a son in Cincinnati.
What are the chances?
So she's coming to Cincinnati on Friday.
Donna is?
Donna, yes.
Oh my God.
Pam, I will be in Cincinnati next week.
Oh, that's right.
Donna.
I was still getting off on the Mr. Farnham thing.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet Donna.
He was known as Skip, right?
Chip.
Oh, Chip. Chip Farnham.
Chip Farnham, yes.
Yeah.
And so, there was quite a to-do, when, he was very highly respected and regarded in the music community, both at the university,
throughout the state.
And throughout the state and throughout New England.
Yeah.
He left quite a legacy, at the university. And so, probably one of my top 3 educators I ever had in my life. And I loved school, so. So there was this big, huge to-do for him before his retirement, of course, and before our last concert that spring. And so I'm going to have pictures over here that you guys can see of me and Chip. So I loved my experience at UMaine, obviously, and just the little small world things that happen. What are even the chances?
Do you have the pictures?
Yeah, I just said I'm going to have pictures that are going to be put right here while I'm talking about.
Oh, that's how you're going to do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to insert. I'm just going to put it overlay.
Yeah, Steph and Chip.
Yeah. So he was great, and my favorite part.
He was a real Mainer too. Seriously,
wicked.
I mean, you talk to him, man. He's from He's from Maine.
Oh,
There's
for
no
sure.
getting away from it, you know, just the way he talked, but just a wonderful, wonderful man.
And like a lot of the kids that were in the band, they wanted to play professionally, or they wanted to be music educators, right? And I was just like, I just want to play the clarinet. Is that cool?
Yeah.
And he was like, absolutely.
And they went to Boston, and they played at Symphony Hall in Boston.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, what an experience that was.
So very cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, so thank you, Donna, for your email. What are the freaking chances? I'm so excited about meeting you on Friday.
Right.
Okay.
So it's at this point in the longish FlossTube episode.
Yes.
That for those of you who really don't want a sneak peek of what was in the box from Friend Stitch.
Not just a sneak peek, but like a full rundown of what was in the Friend Stitch box.
You don't want to know ahead of time because you're signed up for the October group.
Yeah.
Then this would be the time for us to say adieu.
Goodbye.
Adieu. See you next week.
Yeah.
And now we're going to
talk about Friend Stitch.
Talk about Friend Stitch, or Stephanie is, because
I did it.
Yeah.
So, I explained a little bit at the beginning about what Friend Stitch was, all the things. And so how the setup was that you go into the Zoom room, and it's, and then there's like the main presenters are Cecilia Turner, who is the designer behind Heart and Hand, and then Elizabeth Newland, who is one of the main designers, behind, Bent Creek. And then her sister Marcia was in another room, all in the same place, and they would cut to her every once in a while, like kind of like a sports anchor situation. And so throughout the day, basically what Friend Stitch basically was we got all of these exclusive goodies, which I'm going to show you in a second, and then they did they gave us a history of both of their companies. They gave us information about how they became to be close friends. Both of them have been in the industry for over 20 years. And so it was really, really cool to just hear some of their stories and things. And that was really awesome. All the participants were muted. And so the only people that were talking were Elizabeth and Cecilia, or Marcia, or whatever. And so we as participants, a lot of people watched the whole time. A lot of people stitched during it. I stitched during it. I didn't stitch very much, but I stitched a little bit. I actually finished my ornament during it, but because they had demonstrations throughout the day. So finishing demonstrations, tutorials. They did questions and answers throughout the day. They did it was really cool. It was super professionally done. They literally thought of everything. Technology was on our side that day. We didn't have a single issue from Zoom didn't shut down on us at all during the day. It went from 11 a.m. to roughly 6 p.m. At about 5, it was just a Q&A session for the rest of the day. But that was really cool, and they were just having fun, and it was really awesome. So, I don't want to go into all of the things in each little detail about what they did, because I feel that was special information, just for the people that went to the retreat. I don't mean to, that sounds maybe pretentious, but I paid for that information. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe that sounds weird, but, but that's how I feel about it. So anyway, so the, box, this Friend Stitch box, so that is the Friend Stitch logo, and this arrived shipped priority to my house, and it came probably a couple weeks ago now, right? We were told that we were not allowed to open the box until Friend Stitch Day on September 12th. So, I was well behaved, Scout's honor, and I opened my box with everybody. And they opened the box along with us, on camera, and it was really cool. So they, went through all the items, which I will do the same. So the box is very, very, very well, obviously professionally done. It says Friend Stitch, and then it says, have a holly jolly Christmas. So it was, the official title of Friend Stitch was Friend Stitch, A Christmas Gathering. So everything was Christmas themed. So, then everything was wrapped in brown paper, and then there was like, what do you call that stuff?
Shredded paper, stuffing.
Stuff, whatever. So then there was this, let the magic begin, and then a list of all the things inside. So I'll get these out of the way first. Mints. Very cool. Okay, and then we got a lot of stuff that has like the Friend Stitch logo on it. So we got a Friend Stitch journal with, bless them, lined paper for us to keep notes in, or, you know, everybody needs a journal. Okay, and then to write in our journal, we got a, oh, come on. It says Friend Stitch on it. You can't really see it, but I promise it says Friend Stitch. There you go. There we go. See, it says Friend Stitch. So, already sharpened. Love the little details. And then we also got a ruler that says it's the most wonderful time of the year with the Friend Stitch logo. And it's like, I think it's a maybe 12.5 inches. A little extra, more than a foot. And then all of the kits, yes, all of the, as in more than one. You gonna make it over there?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, great. All of the kits were linen. And so, like, there was not a choice between Ada or linen. You were just given the linen kit. And so they knew, though, that there might be people who, for the very first time, were stitching on linen, stitching these kits. And so this was genius, I thought. And so it says, let's learn linen and needles, linen and needle. So it's a little piece of paper with the Friend Stitch logo, with a needle, and this little square piece of linen, which I think is just genius. So that way, if you were new to linen, you could, you know, stitch that. Try, you know, figure it out on that, which I think was really cool. And then we also were given this little wooden fob from, this is from the Bee Company, which is over in Europe. And it is a wooden, I don't know if you can see the lobster claw there. And then with the bell, and then it says Friend Stitch on the back. And then, their idea was that we'd put this on, like, the thread ring of threads for the kit. And then we were also given a project bag with the Friend Stitch logo on it. Very cool. Okay, now let's talk about these kits. So the first, now they both collaborated. So there's kind of like a little bit of Heart and Hand and a little bit of Bent Creek in both of these kits, which is very, very cool. So the first one is called Holiday Heirlooms Festive Trio. So first over here, this little tree, the green is stitched, the red is obviously buttons, the star is wool, and then this is a little cardinal friend that goes with the tree. All of which was included, and all the finishing instructions were also included, and we were given tutorials on how to do this on Saturday. And then the ornament itself is Holly Jolly Christmas. I love it. It's so cute. This will for sure be going in my ornament plans for 2021. And then we were also given the thread, the linen. I pointed right at it and said thread. The linen for that ornament right here, which I'm very excited about. And the threads used are Sulky. So we were given this whole entire Sulky thread pack. And so all of these threads make everything in here. So that includes all of this stuff over here and all of this stuff here. So very, very, very cool. Very excited. Love it. And then the mega kit, as I'm liking to call it. Oh, and then the fabric that was included in that was a 32 count Zweigert base, like summer khaki or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but yeah, that's what that was. So then this is the big kit, and this is called the Gift of Peace. So, you have this alphabet. I love the little cardinals. I'm obsessed. It's so cute. And then you have this, which says, "May peace be your gift this Christmas." With a little bunny. So cute. And then in the kit was full skeins of all of the called for colors, a large enough piece to do both of these of 32 count linen from Weeks Dye Works in the color platinum, and then more custom B Company buttons here, and so that is the exclusive kit. So this is amazing. So this is where my problem is coming in, is because do I start this or do I start that Barbara Anna tree? So I'm not going to go over 25 for my starts for October, but I feel like I want to do this. So I'm torn between obviously starting either of those, but wanting to do them as one piece or do them separate. I haven't fully decided that yet. I thought yesterday, I was like, I'm definitely going to stitch them together. And then today I've been thinking otherwise. But so as you can tell, obviously, like, the gifts were amazing. They're super talented. They know what they're doing. And it was just a super classy professional event. All the participants were wonderful. And, you know, they've been working on this, they said, for about a year. And so if you do the math on that, that means that they've been working on this for longer than we've had the COVID. So when they decided they wanted to do this, it was so it would be an opportunity for people who can't leave their house, or, you know, for any amount of time, whether it's at all or whether it's for a few days. And welcome back. And, you know, so they wanted to be able to...
They had no idea.
They had no idea that...
They had no idea
what this world was going to look like when Front Stitch would actually roll around. And so, so it's even more, I think, that much more special. So, it was just really great. It really just felt like Christmas in here all day yesterday. And so, like I said, they thought of everything. So, I know that, like, my number one question I get is, A, what is Front Stitch? I hope I've answered that question. And then B is...
How many people were in the session?
Well, I know that they had 200 slots.
200 slots.
So, you didn't have to go to the Zoom to get the box.
Right.
You could have just gotten the box and not gone at all.
Right, right. But you said, not to give anything away, but you said in one of the sections...
Yeah, one of the tutorials that we got was worth the money.
This was worth the money right here. And that's without the kits or without any of the...
For sure.
Other interactions. So it was very, very well done. Of course, we have met Cecilia in person.
She lives here.
She lives up the road from us.
Literally.
And so we know from our interactions with her that everything she does is top notch, top drawer. And
super top drawer.
Also, as we call them, the Bent Creek girls, for as long as they have been designing, you know, everything is just
so well done.
So well done. And that's why Steph went down the Bent Creek rabbit hole this week. And I have too. In fact, I made a purchase based on what I was overhearing from the sound of the retreat. I did not pay for myself. I did not participate. I didn't get any of the stuff in a box.
Right.
But that's just the caliber that they operate on, and it is a great treat to partake in something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
like, I would easily consider both the Bent Creek girls and Cecilia to be two icons in the cross-stitch industry. So to be a part of something that they put on is really, really, really special.
The other question that undoubtedly will be asked is, will any of this stuff be available on the open market? And the answer emphatically is no. So there are no plans for this material to ever be available through a distributor or a retailer. Which,
like, I'm sorry, but, like,
yeah,
they feel really strongly about that.
Yeah, they decided that right away.
Yeah.
So, so to those of you who missed out, you missed out on something really great. And one of the other questions we get frequently is, how do you hear about some stuff? Well, it's what was the analogy you used this afternoon?
Okay, so our neighbor's house is for sale. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so today they had an open house from 1 to 2 or whatever. Well, I went outside at one point and I saw somebody that was walking down the driveway. They were looking at their backyard, whatever. And I literally thought to myself, I was like, I wonder how they heard, like, they put it on the market on Wednesday and the open house is on Sunday. And I was like, I wonder how they found out about the open house.
Well, you go
and then I literally thought to myself, it's just like cross stitch. If you want to, how do you hear about stuff? If you want, then if I was buying a house, then I would make sure that I'm watching housing websites and realtors websites and their social media pages. And so
I would certainly think about following designers on Instagram.
Yes.
That's number one.
Signing up for newsletters.
Signing up for newsletters is another thing.
Yes.
And I think that is how we found out about French Stitch was because we get the Heart and Hand newsletter.
Yep.
And so that's something to
I don't have any special leg up because I work at a needlework shop.
Or that we're floss tubers or anything like that.
Nope.
We're just people
Stitchers
that
like
consume cross-stitch information and stuff.
Yes.
And we've learned where to go for that.
Yes.
So anyway.
Instagram is your friend.
Right. Instagram is your friend. And it is...
Welcome to 2020.
Welcome to 2020. So
that was Friend Stitch.
That was Friend Stitch.
If you guys have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to answer them.
But like you said, I think that was important for you to say.
What?
That you're not going to go into the content of the virtual retreat because you paid for that information.
Correct.
You paid for that content. So,
like the things they taught us. Like I'm happy to like tell you what we did.
Right.
But like they had tutorials and they had this and they had Q&As and all the things. Yeah. But as for the things that they taught us, no.
Right. There you go. All right. So it's been a long visit and you may have watched us in pieces.
Probably 6 different parts.
And if you have, you finally made it to the end. So
congratulations.
We just had an awful lot. Yeah. And there wasn't any particular way to split it up. So thank you for inviting us into your homes once again. Yes. We love the cross-stitch community, and we love our viewers in particular. So,
yes, we do.
Count yourself loved. Have a great week.
Okay.
Get some stitching in.
Yes.
And good luck decorating your homes for a new season and the new holidays coming up.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in a week.
Yep.
So until then, guess what? I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.